Alright folks, video, flojill. This is a set neck Les Paul 6505, directly into it, no effects, no nothing else. I'll also do a video folks on this here Fesley Americana, huh? Fuck yeah, even though it's made in PRC, but hey, Americana. Alright, so that doesn't make you feel patriotic. Alright, so let's get a camera stand ready to go. And I've been playing a bunch of video games, watching the news. And now, folks, we're just gonna got that going. Alright. So I'll try and set this up a little further away from the guitar. The guitar's probably out of tune. I don't even know where my guitar tuner is. Hopefully it's not too badly out of tune. I have my son-in-law here. You know, he can tune by ear. He might have tuned this slightly off pitch, even though it's tuned, we'll say. But that said, better than nothing, right? Still got the original strings on it. Alright, here we go. So in the other room I have one at my pedalboard, but I forgot I have the fan on, which also creates some so I'm walking around looking for my guitar tuner. Doesn't look like I'm gonna find it, folks. guitar has some super cheap tuners on it. Cheap strings. It's a nice guitar, you know? I mean, honestly, the quality of the build, except for the strings, the pickups don't sound too bad. The paint is flawless. The dot inlays are a little fucked up. What is it? The 15th fret is whacked. 15th and the 17th. It's like they eyeballed it. If you guys can see that, like, it looks terrible. So that's like the only thing on here, but I paid like $87 for this. So guitar tuners on this thing, and some new strings, locking tuners for that matter. The pickups, you know, I'll have to see if they sound better with some locking tuners on there. I'm just getting the tuning, just nailing the tuning on it, but you know, times with a different amplifier, actually don't sound that bad, but with this amp, this doesn't sound that good, right? So, all right, so that's the first guitar. Wow, this jack, folks, it's really tight. All right, so we'll break out the fesley, which might also be tune. But so the fesley, I've definitely thought, you know what, this is a bolt-on, much thicker neck, definitely heavier than that other guitar. Doesn't seem to be as quick playing, but it's not a bad guitar for $150. All right, so that was the Fesley. I'm not really impressed with that on this amp. When I first got it, I was like, yeah, this isn't bad. Not bad. So let's plug in something that's hopefully in tune as well. And also doesn't have new strings on it. Sadly, the fret markers on this one look a little jacked up. So I think this amp, my 6505, it was sounding really good yesterday. Today it's not sounding so hot, folks. To the E string and the A string. Those sound good. price points of Chinese guitars, or guitars manufactured in China. So we had the super cheap flojill $99 set neck, which I got for $88. Then we had the fesley, which was $151. I forgot to grab the Jackson. Could have did Jackson for a $180 one. Would have probably played as good as any of the first two, but maybe not sounded as good. And then finally we have this $1,400 Jackson, Randy Rhoads style, neck through the body, Seymour Duncan's. And yeah, so let me know in the comments, folks, which one sounded the best to you. I know tuning would have improved it a bit, but sometimes you just know, folks, when you got a better sounding guitar. So we'll do this again over the course of the next decade as I buy more guitars, because I have another room full of guitars, and this is, you know, what we've got in here out. So eventually we'll have a guitar here, we'll have a guitar right there, we'll have a guitar on the other side of the flag. We'll fill up that whole wall. All right. Yeah. Thanks for checking out.